viewers. And oh, it was my test. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was working properly. Looks like my mic wasn't working for a minute. Oh, excuse me. Still dying of coughing, but with less coughing this week. So should be able to make it through. I can also breathe a little better. Fix nameplates here. How are you doing, viewers and players tonight? How's everyone doing?
Dandy.
Nice. Andy,
I've had a lot of coffee today, so I'm doing great.
Nice. Are you currently Sadie or Misk staff?
I think currently they are Sadie.
Thank you.
But who can tell, really?
Yeah.
We can tell,
The
really.
differences are so minute. All right, who's showing up next? Probably Jay. We'll put Jay over there.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Sarah, so.
Okay. So what you gonna do?
Probably Ryan.
Anybody want to run Sarah's character tonight?
No.
Fair.
Let's see. Sarah is, let's see, Kalashtar, Sorcerer. I can have them up.
Okay. Thank you, kindly, Steph.
Of course.
I don't think I can live life quite on the edge like she can.
That's true.
Yeah, you're zany.
Let's see. I should just shut down that one. Okay, never mind.
Yay, how's it going?
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but Jay has been replaced by Star Wars character.
Yes.
Yeah, Ashoka. Listen, not everyone is super into Star Wars, and that's okay. Well,
I struggled. I tried watching them. Dan tried to get me to watch them. I couldn't get into it.
I'm into only certain ones. The movies I'm but I do like The Mandalorian and I do like Andor.
The movies bored me, and I haven't watched anything after that.
It's a very specific style of directing, and yeah.
I think if you didn't catch it when it first came out,
I feel you, Lily.
it's difficult to be like,
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Somebody who's been watching stuff since the 80s.
Yeah, nice.
I've been a fan. Yeah, I have a collection worth several $1,000s. Let's put it that way.
ooh.
Awesome.
So
Well, we
if
know
I-
where we're going next.
Other AirPods. So there we go. Okay.
Better be for hugs and actual in-person gaming.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Especially
No,
since
for
the
real.
especially since the storage unit they're in is definitely not in the same it's in an undisclosed location.
Of course.
Ooh, nice.
Frozen Night, that echo was actually me because I anytime my computer reboots, for some reason it adds reverb.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah, apparently I need to be epic.
Right, yeah. Reverb. All right, so sorry.
What are we waiting for?
Well, I think this is it. I didn't hear back from Sarah, so she might not be here with us tonight. Claire will be here, but she's going to be late, a little late. I think I'll ask you, the three of you. I mean, you three are here, so go ahead and roll just a straight D20 for the TM inspo tonight.
Oh no, where did I put my stuff? What I hate about reorganizing my room.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
To do what are we rolling? D what,
A
20?
D20 for the inspiration.
D20 inspo. God, I wish I could roll a D20 for inspo during the day.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't need this many dice. And you failed me last time, so you're going back into jail. No parole. There, points.
all right.
Listen.
Almost there. Should I roll mine and we'll see. We get a delicious D10 tonight. There we are. That's what I need. All right, Steph, what'd you get?
9.
9. Okay, Lil.
5.
5. All right, and Jay.
15.
Okay, Jay, you got it tonight. I rolled a 19. You were
Whoa.
closest. Nice.
D10, you say, right?
Yes, a D10 for anything at all except any death saving throws. They don't count towards those.
Sweet.
All right, so we are. My goodness, we did so much. We've already dealt. 2 sessions ago was the chaos with Sadie getting abducted, and the detective squad's going out and finding her, and Grundy coming across the sorcerer that pushed him through the portal here. Supposed to be a different setup, but chaos ensued. We learned a little bit about the goblin raid that happened in the process, and that this recently discovered last session before last that sister's body was not there. So maybe with some hope, she's okay either back in that realm or maybe got pushed through here somewhere. Ooh. We will find out, I'm sure. Last session was just half session because I was so dying. So we had to stop at break, but we kind of went through and spoke with the Arcanist at their Mannerly estate on the edge of town. They are a wood elf, Zeltmere Branchfoot, and they are not only a history buff, but an Alana Nevermere history buff. And past Alana was proving that she is indeed Alana Nevermere of the town by telling some anecdotes about herself and some of her closest friends. That's the level of detail. And Alana regaled some tales, and he revealed himself to be one of her old friends, Evo Devonair, reincarnated a few times, now currently a wood elf druid. And said, listen, it's you. We got to reconnect. I'd like to have a little time, to talk to you one-on-one, Alana, about Lilith and everything that happened, some things that happened between beforehand and after. But first things first, he gave you permission to absolutely go down and get the Gear of Time from Tomehold. The problem being that there is a dragon that was bound several thousands and thousands of years ago, powerful mage, that had attacked Tomehold and was then, in order to make amends, bound to it in order to protect it. The wizard that bound it died, and so strong that other wizards couldn't break their binding. For this poor dragon, Millie. Millie then died, and even though she died, her spirit remained bound to Tomehold. So she started going a little crazy over the past, however many, couple thousand years. And now makes rooms and floors of the library shift and change as she sees fit. And they said you might not encounter Millie, and that'd be great. But if you do, can you please, Alana, you might be a powerful enough wizard to break that binding. They gave you a spell component to use. You'd have to weaken Millie significantly, mechanically, and then apply this, the item they gave you there, and yeah, and maybe break that binding. But that you were free to go down and acquire the gear of time. So Tivo's asked you to like go ahead and handle that first. Expect to be down there like a week to get far enough down to find where the gear of time is, especially with things changing and shifting and how huge Tomehold is. As a little side note, Tomehold is actually the core of that Mordenkainen's Latitudinous Library spell, which is used in your tower in Macaw, that upper floor that has all the books that you just think of the book you want and it pulls out. That's the spell. It ties into the books of Tomehold, which is why it has such a vast, pool of books to choose from. All right, so that brings us to, I think we've wrapped up without anything huge. We were just getting ready. Everyone was going to rest up, I think, and come back a few hours later for some dinner, and then off, be brought to the Tomehold end. Anything anyone wants to do to prepare for Tomehold over the next few hours before dinner?
Ooh. Let me see what I have. Too many tabs open. I can already see this is a problem. Let's see. Okay, inventory. Oh, okay. I have 3 potions of healing. Okay. Oh, I don't have any money. Okay, we're fine.
Nice.
I have money. I have money. I need potions too, so we might as well go shopping.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how much are potions generally? Like 100 or 50?
50 gold for the regular 2d4 plus 2.
That's the normal potion, the regular potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The potion of healing greater is how much?
That's the next one up. I think that ranges from shop to shop. It's usually a little closer to anywhere from like 150 to 250.
Go for the regular potions then.
Actually, that might be the 500 gold healing.
How many do you have, Sadie?
I have 3.
3.
So
Okay.
I'm probably good.
And Ilana, how many potions? Or do you need potions?
I think I need some. I don't think I have any.
6 potions would 6 regular potions would be 300 gold.
6 regular, yes, 300 gold.
Okay, I am surrendering 300 gold and 3 potions each for Ilana and Grundy.
Go ahead and put those 3 in your inventory, Lana, and Grundy, of course, 3 for you as well, so that they are in there.
Thank you.
Welcome. I think I'm the only healer here.
I think so too.
Yeah, I was looking at Ashavar, and Ashavar's they don't have any healing of anything.
Okay. Potion of healing. Do I add that myself or are you adding?
You can go ahead and add 3 of them. Yep.
Okay,
And Lily will add her 3.
1,
Or it's
2,
just,
3. Add. Add to equipment. Okay. I have 3 potions of healing.
Nice.
I still have a potion of fire giant strength.
Oh, nice.
And also, I don't think we ever added the fancy one, so we got sticky notes. Where are my sticky notes?
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Are those homebrew or are they actual?
They're homebrew, so I will have to.
Okay,
The,
okay,
chick,
so-
the chicken arrows.
I have Beholder's Amulet, chicken arrows, a color stealing paintbrush, scrying bones, and bracelets of bonding. That would explain why I have no money.
Nice.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of those, if they were all purchased from those shops we did when we shopped here on the island, would be. All right. Anyone else have anything they'd like to take a look see around, purchase or otherwise?
No. Chicken arrows. Then I probably would need a bow of some sort.
Yes.
Not a bowl, a bow. Maybe a crossbow. How much are a hand crossbow? Oh, it's just 75 gold. I will take a good old regular hand crossbow. I'm assuming the chicken arrows work with that.
Let's see. A
Or do you-
crossbow, as long as it fires arrows and not bolts.
I think this might just fire. Well, actually, it doesn't specify. But let me, just to be safe. Bow.
Okay.
Weapon. Why is it not showing me the rest?
Excuse me, my goodness. All right. Yeah, so go ahead and pick out the bow. Same thing, just pull the money out of inventory. Lana, any shopping for you? Outside of the healing potions you got? Okay. Sadie, anything for you?
No.
Okay. All right. Time passes on. Anything anyone wants to role play out for having dinner and heading into Tonehold?
Not before dinner, no.
Yeah. Right. Mhm.
I
No, just...
it's like, Sadie doesn't doesn't see anyone like following her or anything while they're out shopping, does she?
No, not today.
Okay.
Definitely not today.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
And
it then.
I think the scimitar of warning would also let us know, unless that only works when we're asleep. Let me
I
check.
think it gives you warning, but even when
Warns you of
conscious,
danger. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as they have, it's when there's like intent to attack.
Yeah.
Or trap.
Basically, you and your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised.
And
if we're asleep, the weapon magically awakens all of us.
Oh, not so much.
It's such a nice weapon. All right, I'm taking a regular longbow. It's actually cheaper than a crossbow. It's 50 gold pieces.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good.
And now to remove 50 from my money.
Excellent.
Goodbye, money.
Goodbye. All right, with shopping wrapping up, you all find your way, you meet up with Zia, Ashavar. Cassius, who had stayed back from this meeting, and said he was going to catch up, never had. And he messages you all now, letting you know he's gotten a strong lead with his pirate brother, who's here on the island. And he's going to take up with his pirate brother for a while and follow this lead that might be able to help you all with Liazana, as well as some of the deeper workings of this UAF contention with the pirates and with you all in the middle of that. So I'm gonna try and get some further answers by working with his brother. It's off to do that. He explains where the key's going to be. It's somewhere in Zia's room, to the safe, leaving all that stuff there. Yeah, that leads the five of you back to the estate of the Arcanist, where you're welcomed in warmly by staff and sat down to in a feasting hall where you're able to pick on little entrees and appetizers while the main course is just minutes away. In case any of you want to have any role play here.
Is Branchfoot dining with us?
He's not there yet, but does intend to.
Okay.
Did stop in and say he'll be joining shortly.
Okay.
Want to wait for Branchfoot?
Yeah. I think Sadie would just be stuffing her face for right now. Maybe slipping a couple of things into her bag.
Beautiful.
For later.
Excellent. All right, so you all, chat quietly among yourselves. Ashavar remarking on some of the different foods here. Zia, picking through and double dipping. No, just kidding. I don't think Zia would double dip. And enjoying the appetizers until you are joined by Zelfmir, who pulls up a seat. Evening. Been rather a day for all of us.
Indeed.
This meal should cover everyone's tastes and hopefully offer a fond memory of a good meal over the next week, should you begin to pine. But I appreciate the company. Yeah. How have you all found my yield so far? To your liking, I hope.
Did he say the meal?
My
Dan?
yield, the city.
Oh, my eel.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? My eel? Wait, what? I don't.
My eels.
It's certainly interesting. I guess I might have, unless he's already explained this, Dan. If he has, please excuse me. What was the reason behind the water in the streets again?
Oh, there's a number of reasons for it. It's a sanitization of sorts that keeps a lot of cold and flu symptoms down and hot in the water and flushed away. The water is regularly cleansing itself. You might notice a small refreshing feel as you walk through, as it also heals the walkers. So, should you start out with some aches in the joint, or whether you got a cut in the morning, you can be healed on your way to work. Water.
Is it natural or is it manufactured?
There are a number of complex spells and filter spells that the
Oh,
water passes through and returns to be cleansed again, re-enervated with Arcana.
interesting. I've never seen anything like it anywhere else, so
Mm.
it was a bit fascinating. Also, it was a bit strange when we first came in. They almost were reading our fortunes to see if we were going to be doing anything that might endanger the city while we were there, while we were here. Is that new, or is that something that's been in place for a while?
Oh, yes, the city scryers. No, that's been in place for some time. Um, it's not a precise uh, form of Arcana. However, you can get a good read, a general sense of mayhem surrounding certain people. The more chaos and upheaval or breaking of laws, whether they're doing it or it's done to them, those that will simply cause trouble. It's relatively easy to get a sense, percentage wise, chance of frequency uh, versus those that will likely without any issue.
Hmm. Do you ever? I guess my main worry for something like that is that people can be people can be manipulated. Um, so has there ever been any incident where, I don't know, one of the seers or the scribes were bought off or convinced that, to say, oh, I see something in their future that could be dangerous, and
Not yet. Here in my yield, one of the most important parts of business and especially in security for us is properly paying our workers so that bribes hold little interest to them when they're paid very satisfactorily to do their work properly. When they can comfortably afford their own home, support themselves and their family, and maybe some extended family because we're taking care of them, they won't take risks for others. There are, of course, reviews um, and reflections if anything seems out of place. But no, I can thankfully say that we even our scryers go through their own monthly and weekly regiments of being scribed themselves and so on. If you're picking up as a not a measure to deter them from doing such a thing, but just to keep everything very transparent.
Mm, okay.
And if trouble happens, I mean, sometimes trouble happens regardless. Perhaps there was only a 3% chance that something would happen to an individual that came through. Well, that's not a non-existent number. So sometimes trouble happens, and then we deal with trouble as we see fit. It's mainly to pause and question those that have a lot of energy, a lot of forecasted outcomes that will break the law. If it's a 70-80% chance, then we ask, hello, before you enter, we need to understand why this is so high. Are you being pursued? Do you have a bounty on your head? Is there, and ask a number of questions, and then depending on their answers, we may offer refuge, understanding that there may be people after them, and that might be that comes about. or if it just boils down to them coming here to thieve or otherwise, then we won't turn them.
Interesting. Well, thank you. I appreciate the thorough response. I just had a weird experience when I came through the gates.
Oh,
And saw the seer. They kind of acted like that they saw something, but then they were like, oh no, we were just, some things show up differently. I don't remember the exact answer they gave me. I'm sorry. But then I was kidnapped. So
oh,
I thought, well, wouldn't they have seen me being kidnapped in the city?
well, yes. They don't see specific incidences of what happens, just the likelihood that something might happen. We do have some folks training. They might have seen a high-ish percent chance that you would be abducted and asked an advisor, someone above them, for clarification. Your percentage was perhaps low enough where we needn't halt you and interrupt your entry to the city to ask questions. Um, but perhaps it was close, and so they sought resolution.
Okay. She's gonna roll an insight check on that
Oh,
answer.
yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Well, howdy, Roan Mally. Oh God, I thought that she had I thought she had help and insight. Jesus. It's a 16 total.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Isn't bad, but I mean, I thought that there was a plus something. I'm
right,
just like,
something juicy. Yeah, no, he's definitely telling the truth. In fact, it's very likely that's what happened because Dan knew the chances of this happening, but the chances were low enough where, like, literally, chances behind the scenes of them encountering you, because that's all on rolls and stuff, low enough where it didn't trigger the thing, but it was someone new and they wanted to make sure, so they asked somebody.
okay.
A little foreshadowing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, again, thank you. I appreciate you answering my questions,
Of
even.
course.
You don't have to, but
Happy
the
to.
dinner here is scrumptious.
Oh,
We
good.
should just keep digging in.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm
hmm.
sorry. I had one more question, I think. I don't think I asked it
All right.
before. Did I write it down? No, you passed stuff and you did not write that question down, so I don't have it. Oh, I thought I had. If I think of it, I'll let you know.
Please do. And Grundy, yes. How are you faring here in the city? Enjoying your stay so far?
It has been quite an experience. Didn't expect to see somebody that I knew here, but it was. I got to confirm something that I have had that has been eating away at me for a very long time, and he helped with that, and I am most grateful for that. But otherwise, this is quite the interesting city. Very secure, very pretty, but very
Yes.
secure.
Yes. We find ourselves in an age of arcana here on my a fair bit advanced, and kind of looks over, to Alana from the other cities currently, and it was a painstaking process to get here, and we'd like to keep it that way. So, try and keep everything neutral between different larger factions of the rest of the quadrant, and just having a force ready to be reckoned with should we need to preserve our safety. Hopefully the show of force is enough. Never need.
Well, sometimes the best defense is a visible deterrent.
Indeed.
At least that's what my mother used to say. She taught me to use my size to my advantage, and it has helped in battles a lot.
I can imagine.
Yes, big scary orc.
Excellent. It sometimes certainly can help to play to the stereotypes sometimes, as terrible as they can be.
Sometimes it hurts my brain.
I can imagine. Well, I'm so glad to have you all here. And Alana, are you faring well?
Well enough, I suppose.
I appreciate you regaling me with a tale of what happened to you, and how you came to be back among us, the rest of the living. I'm ecstatic that our work did not end. It was 5,000 years ago. It's been quite a long time thinking that summation of our work was the Omega Sea and the terrible situation that this quadrant has been in since. Hearing that you have an answer to the problem we encountered so long ago. I have plenty of matters to attend to here, but if you need my mind on that project, please consider including me.
Of course, old friend.
And again, when you return from Tomehold, I do wish to sit down and speak with you about Lilith. Just to fill you in on our other dear friend. What's become of her? But this is meant to be a bit of a celebratory dinner. If you can accomplish this task, not only sounds that you'll be one step closer to reuniting all the quadrants of the world, but we'll have access to Tomehold once again. And perhaps we can even be of better assistance to you in your endeavors, thanks to renewed access to the library. I wish there was more I could offer you before heading to Tomehold, aside from this meal, but sadly, and gestures to the waiters, all I can do is muster one of these for each of you, and passes down a potion of superior healing, one for each of you. This is an 8d4 plus 8, a potion of superior healing. And you'll each get one. In case you run into Millie.
Thank you. It's very helpful.
Least I can do. Well, dig in, and then we will head down to my personal entrance to Tomehold.
Oh,
Anything anyone else wants to chat about over dinner?
Hmm.
I think that I'm okay.
All right. All right, so down we go. We finish up dinner. Everybody gets packed up, does their bathroom break, gets all that set. We're heading down. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Da, 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 da. I don't recall what I said the component item was, Alana, or maybe I didn't say what it was. But it was something to kind of put through Millie's ghostly scales. I can't remember what I said it was, but anyway, you've got that. They said
Okay.
expect to be about a week because the ever shifting nature of Tomehold currently. And it used to be so everything's shifting, right? So you're not really sure when and where you're going to come across it, but TiVo does say that it was on the 111th floor in section D. That's what you're looking for while you're down there, wherever that may be. That may not be on the 111th floor, but it will be labeled as such when you've come across it.
Gotcha.
Yep. So you have to be there for at least a week. It's expensive. The Gear of Time is located in its depths. And again, you'll find that while everything is shifting, find your way to the 111th floor, section D. And that is where the Gear of Time resides. Please take with you this book and hands the book probably to Alana. Sorry, just because they're besties from beforehand. Whoop. And it's a gorgeous lavender book with gold filigree on the binding and the corners. Take this book and place it on any shelf while in there, and then you can reside within the book for a long rest. This book will recharge at dawn. Just be used once daily, but it will give you a safe haven away from whatever, as I mentioned before, there are dangers that roam the library. So place this on a shelf, and you'll see a glowing sphere outside the binding of the book. Touch that, and you will find yourselves within the pages of a book. It's simply an extra plane of space, but it'll keep you safe. Anything down there will see just as book belongs to. Let's see. Yes, expect plenty of staircases and hallways. You might find that you begin a hallway on one floor, and even though it's level, find yourself on a lower level. Space is a bit warped due to Millie's current state. In other locations, you may have to scale bookcases or library ladders. I'm sure you will find your way through. Do your best to continue heading downward, regardless of the shifts. While Millie can rearrange space, it seems there isn't much of a finding a lower floor as long as you continue to head downward.
Head down, got it. Down to Dave.
Nice. Here we are. He went down a few levels through his estate, and there's two grand doors that have really beautiful gold inlaid, detailed sort of waves that turn into from watery waves to feathers that wrap around the top of a doorway, double doorway that swings open, and you find yourself on the fifth floor down already. Accesses past like the public area to that fifth floor down. You will have some areas are in the dark. You have torches or a manner of creating light.
I have dark vision, but Grundy will actually just kind of do a little bit of druid craft and then just have like a little floating light.
Nice. Okay, wonderful. I wish you all the best. Simply return to floor 5, section F, and you will find yourselves here at this doorway. And I'll have some servants stationed here to check and make sure to you, of course, and then see you in. Goes to give
Sounds
a lot of
good.
hug and shake everyone's hand. It's good seeing you, Alana, meeting the rest of you. Best of luck. Here's to the future. All right, you all heading in?
We'll see you on the
Mhm.
other side. Well, I mean, we'll see you back here, but okay.
Yeah. I don't like that sort of phrase, considering how I got here.
Sure, sure. Well, I
Mhm.
mean,
But yes, let's proceed safely.
yeah.
Nice. All right, let me resume. There we go. There's some mood music. I'll play it here for our viewers as well.
Oh,
Of course.
loud.
Yeah, right. It's cranking that one.
I forgot to lower my levels on my wavelength.
Oh, no. Mhm.
Browser, where's browser? Drop you down to 30. Okay.
You begin navigating this incredible library, currently made of marbled white floors and beautiful columns inlaid with gold and very pristine and very much for show. There's a lot, plenty of bookcases as you navigate the space. As far as you look down the hallway, it's just into another room, into another room, into another room. Uh, Carpets rolled out, books and wall sconces with burning light dance on the walls, and navigating. What's your general intent? What kind of things might you be looking for in here, and how do you want to try and navigate this library?
Katie's going to be, I mean, when we move on to the next, just looking for ways down. So any staircases or ladders or holes or, since that's kind of what we were told to do. Other than that, I mean, she'll just try to be perceptive, of any like traps or anything, but that's not really her specialty. I don't think Ashavar's any better.
Okay.
Not really.
Sadie will be looking for stairwells, keeping a general perception up. Alana,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? If anything.
Really not anything different, no.
Okay. And Grundy, anything different otherwise for you?
Probably something along the lines of portal usage, even though that's not my field, but any books related to Druidcraft, particularly my circle form,
Okay.
but also making sure that there's no hidden surprises anywhere to the best of my ability.
Gotcha. Okay. So you'll go a little slower as you're, while people are looking at staircases and trying to find, things like that. You're kind of perusing some books and looking around. So I would ask, let's see, which of you would like to do a survival check?
Oh, Sadie could probably do a survival check.
Okay. We can do some basic sort of navigating library.
Also, I would ensure Ashavar would be using her prestidigitation. to if there are any like if there are any candles or anything, like any unlit candles in the library, using her prestidigitation to light the candles and things. That's one of the things that it can do. But yeah.
All right. All right. Go make that survival check, Sadie.
Okay. Sure thing. Yeah, that was what I said I'd do, wasn't it? Well, that's a 10.
Okay. Excuse me. So, you are kind of looking for stairs, haven't found any yet. You slow down, you stop a little bit here and there for as Grundy kind of flips through some books and finds some of interest and through. Alana, I know you're not doing much different. Typically, this would be your jam, library navigation. But you do find yourselves, after about 30 minutes of walking, on floor 8. You pass a tile and it says you're on the 8th floor, despite not having gone down a stairwell. You continue on doing the same. You spend, let's see, with a 10, you spend the rest of the day navigating. You get as low as floor 12. However, you're all feeling, the weariness of the day of walking through the library and haven't come across any stairs yet, anything that descends. You found yourself on a beautiful, it's again the 12th floor. You're in some sort of a like a reading area between rooms on either side that are covered with stairwells. Nope, bookcases and books. There's a bunch of the bas relief in the walls of like different deities of old and archdemons of renown and of old. And as you kind of walk past each separate deity or archdemon, there is a magic mouth spell on a bust below that comes to life and begins speaking and talking, narrating history of the deity or the arch devil as known. So, little tidbits of info she kind of goes through. It's interesting.
As each one starts talking, Alana stops and like intently listens to each one.
Nice. There's, of course, Alana's pretty well versed in the deities and devils, but there's definitely been some updates, some juicy goss over the last 5,000 years on the deities and archdevils. Very, very.
Guessing Grundy doesn't recognize anything.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No.
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Don't know them. Nope. Don't know them. Nope.
Would you all like to rest for the night, or do you want to take a point of exhaustion and hurry on?
No.
Ooh.
Now we have this book, so.
Okay, you head into the next room, find an empty space on a side cart for books. Place the book down. Green sphere glows.
Take a look.
It's in a book. And you get drawn in. And
By a rainbow?
yeah, yes, definitely. It's butterflies.
Sparkles. Yeah. I suddenly feel like I can do anything.
Nice. Amazing. Yeah, you're able to get a really good long rest here. There's bedrooms for everybody. There's no food or drink or anything like that, but there's places to, clean up, to rest.
Oh yeah.
Anyone want to chat about anything among yourselves tonight, or you want to skip to the morning?
Did we all notice that we went from like all like immediately to like the 8th floor? Dan, I'm
Earlier?
asking the DM. Did we all
Uh,
notice that, or was it just Alana?
A lot of notice, but it's I don't think anyone else's perception picked it up.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
imagine at least tonight you probably would have all seen the 12th floor sign. It's right near out for bed.
What's wait? So okay. Uh, so Sadie would have probably bring it up. So we're on the 12th floor. Does that mean we went down or up? Like, are we 12 down or are we 12 going up?
I think we're going in reverse order, so numbers will
Okay.
go up as we're going down.
Okay.
He did
Gotcha.
say we have to go down to 111.
We didn't go down any staircases or anything. Or so, of course, I guess.
Confess I wasn't really paying attention. There are a lot of books here.
You were.
There's a lot of books. I like books.
Oh. And that's right. We can't really take anything, can we? He said specifically not to. Do you find that difficult to like books and then not being able to like grab any, being there are so many here?
A little bit, and then kind of just shows extensive notes he's been taking.
Oh, crib notes. Written on Grundy's arm in large letters, do not take books. No.
Right hand takes. Nope. No, did not notice the floor change. It's I guess if the rest of the trip down goes as unnoticed, we might not be too tired by the time we get to 111.
Alana, did you ever come into this library? Was this in existence when you were here last?
Someone was here, but it wasn't anywhere near this grand.
They've certainly upgraded
Oh,
since I last heard.
okay. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay. Good night, y'all.
Mm.
Good night's rest. Pop out of the book in the morning. You'll find that if you don't, then about 9 o'clock it pops you out. It pops spits everything out that's not, part of the book. At 9 a.m. So
He's like half dressed, and it's like, oh,
yeah, pop.
Just pops open and we all appear like just all sitting like
mhm.
it's a pop-up book.
Nice.
Oh. Mm.
Have the book and continue. So Sadie, you can do another check if you want. Alana, you have advantage on it because you've spent a bajillion years in libraries. And
Oh,
even this
Alana
one.
can do it then. Are we both doing it?
I can do it. What is it again?
Survival with advantage.
Okay. Let me just get my fancy here dice. Oh, those are. Oh, that's fine. Okay. 24.
24. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you find you kind of you've been walking through and you're getting a feel for the layout, remembering a little bit of how it used to be anyway as well. And yeah, you start taking a few different turns, a little left, a little right. You are walking through, all these now winding. They're no longer linear bookshelves, but it's more like a hallway that's just ensconced with bookcases on either side, parquet, wood floors, and gold and blue trim ceilings above that depict, a number of different stories of different places, different peoples, different happenings, all blended in one into the next. Um, Rather than sconces here on the 12th floor, and as you continue, there are these tall tubes that are only maybe half a foot wide, but run from the floor up to the ceiling in this blue liquid, kind of like a quick torrent of water, but with 3 or 4 different shades of blue, races up and down past itself, casting a blue light into the space. Some of the gold areas behind these stories written in the ceiling above cast a softer, like a whitish, very light yellow hue down onto the parquet floor, contrasting these two colors of light. You navigate, and the hallways sometimes seem like it's just bookcase, but as you pause, you get that parallax, kind of like the labyrinth, and you're like, oh, wait, that's another hallway there. And you can kind of cut through, and you find your first stairwell, spiral staircase downward. Long brass steps, clink, 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 clink. May I ask everyone to make a perception check, please, as they
Sure.
traverse to the 13th floor.
Well, now you roll well, Sadie. Okay.
Is this a site-based one?
Perception, this is, I mean, you can use sight for it, but it's also sound. But if you have advantage on sight ones, then you can use that here. Sadie, what'd you get?
I got an 18.
Right. Ilana, how about you?
23.
Okay. Wendy?
16.
Okay. You hear the sounds of footfalls far past the bottom of the stairwell, which is just another 12 feet down or so. But in the hallway that it opens up into, far off to the right, you're pretty sure you hear some footfalls. How would you like to proceed down this stairwell hallway?
Peer over the railing.
And look down, you can see the rest of the stairwell down, and then there's a doorway into the hallway. Somewhere outside that door, far down the hall to the right, is where you're hearing the sounds from. You wish to peer
So
through the door?
Yeah, we're far enough down that I can actually angle and look through.
You're only like halfway down, but you can walk the rest of the way and look around if you want.
Let's see.
And where do we hear this again?
You're
Down.
going down a spiral stairwell. It's all enclosed in its own space. You're about halfway down, another 12 feet down, you get to the bottom. There's an open doorway. No door, just open doorway. It leads into a hallway that heads forward and heads right. And somewhere way down the right-hand side of that hallway is where the footfalls sound like they're coming from.
So we can check it out.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Grundy, if you're taking a look down there.
Here we go with a
Nice.
+0. Investigation. Let's go. Don't fail me. Oh, that is a 6.
All right, let me see what Alana's going to do as you start going down to investigate. With the lights. Did you have something, Alana, anyway?
I've got that mask that we bought at our last shopping trip.
Mm-hmm.
Obscures your normal vision, but allows you to see from above the orbital satellite view.
Mm-hmm.
Would that give me a different perspective at all to see?
I think that one helps more outdoors. But you could try it here and see. Because it would show you bird's eye view above you. So like outdoors, it's a little easier to
I'll just also try to look, I think.
Okay. But make
I won't
an
put the mask on.
investigation as well.
Sarah.
18.
18. So Grundy, you head down, you take a look around the corner, and you find that there are a number of shelving bits and bookshelves and otherwise that are sort of obscuring the view without like stepping out further and taking a closer look. And Lana kind of, pops out from behind you as well to sort of look down. And while it's also fairly obscured, you do think, Ilana, that for a moment you see a rather tall, lanky form, two of them, sort of walking away down the hallway, maybe like coming out from behind the bookcases and then walking back, just further down the hallway. Do you want to just let them walk away and just head straight ahead instead? Follow after? What would you all like to do?
I kind of want to follow after just so I can see who they are.
I think Zia would sort of, yeah, I mean, we're here in Tonehold, and, there's just two of them if they're dangerous. And if not, then maybe we can get some directions.
Seems fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. They were about 120, 140 feet ahead. Do you want to hustle and catch up, or you just want to follow down and keep your ears out for the footfalls?
Mm. Are there any like corners near them?
Not for a
Because
while.
so maybe we can catch up before they hit the corner. What do you guys think?
Keep forgetting how stealthy I. Well, I was just thinking, I was like, well, Sadie's a barbarian. She's not very good at stealth, but I forgot that I put a lot into her dexterity. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Run and catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as you've all kind of discussed that, you all step into the hallway and start, into a run. Footballs clashing, running down the hallway.
Well, mentally, as we take our first few steps, can Sadie, in our mental link, Sadie's gonna. Can any of you check for trap? Like, can anyone like keep an eye out if we're running into like any traps or anything? I'm not good at it, but
Grundy kind of helps the scimitar. Well, at least we can't be surprised.
okay, all right.
Other
Sadie's gonna
than
stay
that,
towards the back.
I can try and keep an eye out just as we're running, I guess.
That would be a perception check in that case, because you're running and you're sort of, taking a look around. It'll be a disadvantage because you're running. But go ahead if you like.
But if I have my hood on, will it negate the...
What does the hood do again?
It gives me advantage on perception rolls dependent on sight.
Okay, yeah, that'll negate it.
Cool. Dirty 20.
Right. All right, about a foot and a half in front of Grundy and you is a tripwire.
Over my like Grundy stop.
Grundy dex save throw, quick, boom. You got this.
Wait, why did I use that? I'm going to use real dice. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's so natural for me to use roll 20. I mean, D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay, on a +2, that is a dirty 20.
Okay. Like a cartoon.
You just
Ooh.
see
Ow.
yeah, flailing like, why?
Here's this like a spider silk thread, an inch off the top of the ground, running across the
Oh.
hallway.
That's what I was afraid of.
Well, I didn't say we wouldn't be surprised by inanimate objects. I guess we go careful.
There's this typically a no running in the halls rule for a reason.
Oh,
This is
Oh.
why.
um,
Don't really go
Dan.
into libraries all that much, but
Yeah, yes, Sadie? I think it's Sadie.
So, is there a ceiling in this hallway?
Yeah, it's maybe like 10 feet high.
So, I'm gonna read something to you here.
Okay.
In one of my features traits, I have for my bestial soul, I have climbing.
Okay.
Let me just use regular voice. I have climbing.
Okay.
So I gain a climbing speed equal to my walking speed, and I can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check. Now, does that mean I can just climb it, or can I like walk? Can I like go all fours on the ceiling instead of walking on the ground?
Sounds like you probably, I imagine, have to be on all fours, but it does say you can climb upside down on the ceiling. So you wouldn't be able to walk on it on just your feet, but if you're using your claws to dig
Yeah.
in, you'd have to use all fours, but you
Yeah.
can climb in the ceiling. Traverse
Yeah,
that
and it
way.
says without an ability check. Okay.
Mhm.
So Sadie's going to stay toward, as I said, she was already towards the back. She's actually going to just kind of climb up onto the ceiling and start going all fours onto the ceiling, keeping up with everyone.
Like some cross between a cat and a wolf. It's like like werewolf, and tips their head back, hair upside down, like coming down, the red hair, like what?
Randy looks at Ilana, cat dog.
And we're quite certain there's no traps on the ceiling.
Well, I'm going to try to keep an eye on some traps on the ceiling, so she'll try to be perceptive on the ceiling, Dan.
Okay.
All right, don't die or fall.
Oh, I'm fine. If anything falls out of my pockets, just be sure to catch it for me. Okay.
Far down the hallway, you hear a door close.
Oh, shit.
All right, what would you all like to do?
It's
Not run through the halls.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go at a steady pace.
All right, you continue on carefully stepping over the tripwire and navigating through. I'm going to let that 20 just kind of be the roll for the hallway that you had earlier, Ilana. Sadie, go ahead and make a perception check for ceiling
yes.
traps.
Oh, that's cocked. Come on. Let's go. Was that perception, Dan, or something else?
My perception.
Okay. That is a 17 then.
17? Yeah. Right. You continue down the hallway. You do find a lot of, you spot at least a few more. It doesn't seem to be anything like metal. It really is like a spider silk thread run just an inch off the ground every so often, maybe every 20 feet, 30 feet or so. It looks like it would almost have some tension and pull, but then break, and trigger whatever. CD, you find on the ceiling, there's an area where you almost put a claw in, but there's a bit of a where it's really a solid, sculpted ceiling telling these different stories of different civilizations. There's one that is definitely has a section with you can see a separation around it. Like if you were to push it, it might push in on its own. You kind
Oh.
of carefully just,
Yeah.
walk around
Go
that
around that.
as you
Mhm.
continue.
Straddle it.
Perfect. You head down the hall at least, that next 100 feet or so. And you come across the hallway continues on. It also turns left, but right where this hallway splits to the left and continues on the right hand wall is a door closed. Likely the door you heard earlier. What would you like to do?
Is the door trapped?
With your 20, no, you don't spy any traps on the door.
Can I
Well,
use the
Grundy, after
beholders? Grundy looks back like just a concerned look. I'm gonna try and use the beholder's amulet.
Okay, what does that one do again?
Red amulet covered in bumps and ridges. We'll just assume for the sake of argument that's attuned because it's not in my inventory,
Okay.
but I've attuned to it. I will pop out and the user can see through it as long as it stays within 10 feet.
Right.
So I kind of just let the eye go through the door and peek around.
You're trying to put it where are you trying to put the eye?
Is the door open or is it shut?
It's shut.
Okay. Now how big? Because this describes it as a small red amulet. So I'm assuming the door crack underneath is big enough.
The eye itself is about the size of a human eye.
Okay.
The crack isn't quite big enough, but I mean, if you got it down there, it perceives from the center, so it's half height. You might be able to.
We'll try that. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, you find a relatively dark room. You can't see in past, maybe 6 or 7 feet, but the floor looks like it's accrued some dust. You think you see the glimmer of some glass up against what is maybe a wall on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's kind of dark and busy in there. Yeah, cramped.
Right, because dark vision doesn't translate into the amulet. I relay this information to. Sorry, should not read chat when I'm doing this. Gonna relay this information to everybody else.
Okay.
Like what I see, the dusty floor, possibly glass, maybe a window, maybe a mirror, and yeah, then the dust looks like it hasn't been touched.
You see some footfalls. You do see some some smudges that have gone through.
Yeah, then it looks like the dust has been disturbed recently. Footfalls. What do we want to do? I kind of withdraw the eye back.
Should we try the door? See if it's locked or it can open. I'm sure Ashabar would probably be like, "I'll open the door." Well, not in a southern accent, that's for sure.
Nice.
But I'll open the door. Okay.
Ashbar goes to open up the door.
Oh, please don't die. Okay.
Locked.
Oh, locked.
Zia, however, will probably say, "Oh, all right, my turn,"
Yes.
and take out her lockpick. Oh yeah, that easily clears that. Door pushes in to the room. Things open. Little dust kicks up. And in the other room, you find a well-stocked bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. But we are going to take our bio break here. And then I'll tell you what you really find when we come back. So for anyone that doesn't know, anyone new, we take about a 10-minute bio break. Usually with a better transition, but that's all I had up my sleeve tonight. I'm sorry. And then we'll be back and we'll find out, what's in this room, what are we following, what was walking, and are we getting closer to Fear of Time, the danger of the ghostly dragon Millie, and if dangers or otherwise lurk around the corner. All right, I will hit the bio button here. Our audio will be hot, so feel free to chat with us. You'll hear us talking and being silly and stuff, and we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes.
See you then.
You then.
Nice. Okay. Off you
It
get.
said like you hear a click as the doorknob turns, and one of your party decides, I'm gonna pee myself.
Nice. A great way to detect traps? Pee everywhere. Yeah. What?
No.
It's a great way to mark where you've been.
Nice.
But I
Okay.
have-
I'm gonna have it by.
Yep, I'm done. It's a nice session. See you guys later.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's get
Does Dan need?
Yes.
Stan need eyeballs?
Yeah, I say I do.
Oh,
No.
I see.
Even if I had something cool like blindsight, I still want my. I have pretty eyes. Hmm?
I think one of my wild shapes has blind sight.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
giant well, because I've leveled up to CR2, so
Oh, nice.
I now have giant constrictor snake.
Oh, cool.
I almost took a feat with this current level up that would have given me blind sight, but then I decided instead to raise my AC to 15 with an ability score.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That is
No, I had to ask
Kind of-
Dan first. I
What?
had to ask Dan permission to like adjust my levels because I was at level 4 druid, level 7 barbarian. So it's balanced now. Level 6 druid,
Okay.
level 6 barbarian.
Okay.
So I have more abilities now.
I kind of
I mean, because the only thing that level 8 barbarian would have given me was like an ability score improvement. I'm like, right now I'm okay for now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I needed to be balanced if I'm going to be the team tank.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Why's your AC only 15?
Why is your AC only not 15?
Because it's 18.
I don't know. I mean, that's just what it is.
Armor?
It is what it is.
I think she's just wearing. I think that they're just wearing leather armor.
These are
Good.
nice.
Not that
You
I
are.
have any. I don't have any money to. Wait, am I?
Maybe you'll get some soon.
Oh no, I'm not wearing armor. I don't have any armor on. I just have clothes
Oh.
on. Wait, shouldn't I have gotten armor with my class?
You should.
What
Should have had at least leather armor.
Barbarian?
Well, you often use unarmored defense, so you might have gone that route.
Ah.
You might have
Don't
what?
Armored defense.
So you often use unarmored defense. You might have gone that
Oh,
route.
maybe.
He gets con plus dex.
It should be.
Yeah, AC equals whatever plus Dex modifier plus Con modifier plus any shield bonus. So you can have a shield. But yeah, apparently you're better off without armor. I don't have armor. Oh wait, I have light armor. I have leather.
Oh wait. I'm looking at Ashavar.
Womp.
Okay, yes, she's they're wearing mithril scale mail.
Okay, perfect. Then
So what is your AC still
Why-
15?
Yep.
no
Yeah, because
constitution.
that makes my AC 14. I have 0 plus 0 constitution. No, plus 3 constitution.
Okay, I was going to say barbarian with no constitution.
Yeah, I have plus 3 constitution.
Yeah, all
just
my
keep
points
using
went
it.
to. Yeah, like I have a 19 constitution with the plus 4.
Power defense should let you add your dex plus your con. I think you said you went a bunch into dex. It'd be plus your proficiency,
Well-
so I think that'll scale as you level up.
That's what she said.
Is it though?
Yeah. I did an ability
Probably.
score up. I mean, it was just 14, but then when we just raised a level, I raised my con from 15 to 16 and it
Nice.
raised, or whatever, dexterity,
raised, yeah.
whatever it is. I
Mhm.
raised that to the
Both
next
of those.
one. Like, I think what I did is I don't think that I didn't dump a ton into dexterity, but I did make it looks like I made stealth one of my
Oh,
like
okay.
proficient skills. So that's what I was looking at and was like, oh yeah. I think I
Nice.
was thinking of another character that I like dumped a bunch of dex in.
Gotcha.
So you're a stealthy
Mm.
barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm a stealthy
I'd like to play a
barbarian.
barbarian at some point.
This is more of an attack-based one. Plus, you've got a shit ton of HP, and
Yeah.
you know,
This is.
it's more of a slicer.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is my first barbarian. Well, this is my first barbarian and my first druid.
Oh, nice. Ooh. Okay.
I think something just really appeals to me about smashing.
Oh, the multi-class.
Oh,
That's what
no,
she said.
It's what she said.
Oh, smashing.
She's sex
Gotcha.
positive around here, guys.
Yes.
For sure.
Sex positive. Nice. Okay. Gonna bring us back. I'm still working on my popsicle. I'm so sorry, but my fudgy. It's a fudgesicle. I'm a child. All right, here we go.
They're good. There's no
Oh,
apology
those are
made for
so good.
fudgesicles.
Yep.
They're very
The-
good.
That and the Dairy Queen vanilla with chocolate covering.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
The fudgesicles are my fault. I
Mhm.
was influenced like a year ago,
Mhm.
and we just haven't stopped supplying them since.
They're a staple in the freezer now, yeah.
Why should you?
Mhm. Okay. So, as you open the doorway, some light from your hallway shines in and partially illuminates. It's still dimly lit. A small, dark room cramped with shelving, holding beakers, burners, flasks, and all sorts of alchemical supplies, as best you can guess. There is a doorway in the back corner that seems to lead elsewhere, but that door is also shut. What would you like to do?
Definitely check for traps.
I see. Yeah, go ahead
At
and make a
least it's
perception
like-
check.
Grundly's slightly more paranoid now. Perception plus 3. That is an 18.
Okay. excuse me. Yeah, you check around. Seems to be just a very ordinary storage closet. Thankfully, no traps. Are you looking at the door too, or just mainly the room?
I think I'll leave the door to Alana.
Okay. If you want to check that door for traps, Alana, go ahead and make. Let's see, for traps, I mean, you kind of have to perceive them, but I guess in this case, because you're here, you can investigate it too. You can investigate or perceive, you know.
Oh well, if I have to make it an investigation check,
Mhm.
I guess I can do that.
Nice.
It'd be such a shame to get a 17.
No traps.
Slay.
But there are sounds behind the door that belay movement and work being done. Walking. But there's an eerie clack to the walking in the way that you fought animated skeletons or zombies with not much meat. There's a clack to their bones as the magic makes them grind and work to move together. It's that sort of walking sound on the other side, as well as some acrid smells that are wafting up from under the door.
It wasn't me, I swear.
What do you think, Alana?
Well, it's not trapped,
Good.
but there's dead things on the other side.
Mm. Okay.
Well, we're gonna get moving forward. We're gonna have to go through this door.
Ashbar would be like, do you want me to open it? Or at least try to again?
I would hasten to point out that this is not a required direction for us to continue our mission.
Very true.
Oh, were there other...
There's hallways to
We
go
did-
down. There's a bunch of stuff you can go do.
Okay, I wasn't aware that we had passed other, like...
Yeah, when you came out, there was a hallway to the right where you heard the sound, but it also went straight ahead. And then when you came to this door,
Okay.
it went to the left and straight ahead, but the door was on the right.
Not to say that I'm against going through this door. If there's dead things on the other side, maybe that'll help with the dead dragon situation.
It may.
Oh my goodness, excuse me.
Too bad none of us can change into, like, well, there's hardly any gaps at the bottom of the doors here, so.
Could change into a spider, but I would like to save my energy just in case.
Ashify, darling, you love chaos, don't you? Want to kick open the door?
Sure, I can try. Ashavar will try to kick open the door. Well,
Yeah,
I would
kick it
say
open.
Ashavar. I would say Ashavar would probably. Oh crap! Why did I think that they had? Why do a different person?
I simply meant open. I should.
Pretty sure.
I don't know that we should.
Well, I thought that they had mage armor, but I guess that they don't. Oh,
I think they've got the dragon sorcery, don't they? So they've got
they
natural
do.
armor.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll try to open it.
Okay. This side of the door also locked. But Zia comes over to work her magic. Pretty low DC. Oh my gosh, yeah, she killed him. Unlocks the door, steps back. Ashavar It's gonna open the door, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go slowly, please.
I would say excitedly if since it was said that there are the smell of dead things on the other side because Ashbar's
Yeah.
pretty fearless.
Okay.
Fair.
He swings the door open. Hello?
Yeah,
And steps
probably.
in. All right. Well, let me switch to our battle layout just for some imagery.
Oh, sure.
That's all. And I'll put some in Discord for everyone else, the players. Okay, upon entering the room, you find that this room is bustling with energy. An alchemist workshop in full swing. Workstations across the large lab are alight with alchemical tests and procedures. The alchemists attending to them, whether at their desks or rushing across the lab, all stop in the same moment as Ashavar bursts through the door and announces herself. Clad in lab robes, you see they are not your typical alchemists. They are all skeletal alchemists. They glance at you and then up behind themselves, up to a station behind them across the room on another level above where the lead alchemist resides. What do you all do as you burst forth all these skeletons in alchemist gear, pause their busy work and are like looking at you and then looking up at like the person that runs the shop and back at all of you?
He will grin and
I'm trying to, I'm imagining, I mean, are you imagining, Dan, or saying that we all like bustled in right after Ashavar opened the door?
That's up to you. Basically, I have an idea of what Ashavar might do, but I want to give you all, since you're here, the opportunity to do something first. If you want to step in behind her, if you want to stay in that closet, go for it. And then let me know what, if you're staying in there for now.
Well, that's a tough one. Oh boy.
Well, this is not the bathroom now, is it?
No, I expected more stalls than this.
Ashvar's just gonna, hi, I'm Ashavar, and I'm here looking for the gear of time. And they all like lean in, and ultimately, you all have time to do anything else you like after Ashavar, says that. This head skeleton, alchemist from up above, goes down some stairwell in the back of their office and begins walking over to all of you. So let me know, Ilana, are you stepping out into this room with Ashavar?
You know what? Sure. I don't want to leave her high and dry out there.
Okay. Anything you want to say as you step out while this person's still across the room but heading over? Anything you want to add before they get there?
I'm a little scared to say anything, honestly.
Nice. Okay. Grundy, are you stepping out or staying in the closet?
I'm gonna look to Sadie, but I'm also gonna just kind of, I'm not gonna draw my weapons. Just gonna go in kind of hands up to show them that I'm unarmed and kind of. It looks goofy coming from this big ass orc, but I'll just kind of wave hey.
Nice. Okay. And Sadie, how about you? stepping into the room or staying in the closet? That person is.
Yes, Sadie was still sticking to the ceiling in the closet, but upon seeing Alana step in, Sadie's going to climb down and use, I think for the first time, her hellhound cloak to change into a hellhound.
Okay, you're gonna step in and shift into a vicious hellhound.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And we'll go and stand beside Alana. Kind of in a not aggressive stance, but in a defensive stance.
Alana's gonna reach down and like pet her
Yeah.
Nice.
and try to make her look less terrifying.
Like drew the side of her.
Just hellhounds.
It's probably like up here, you know.
They're huge, yeah.
Hey. All right. So, yeah, you do just that. And this person, the skeletal lead alchemist here, makes their way through. You hear some potions starting to whir and whiz as they're overheating, and everyone's attention is on you. In this room. Finally, this individual, and I'll put this into Discord for everyone else, arrives after crossing the room. And I mean, very difficult to read, right? There's a skeleton, so it's just a slow walk. Stands maybe 3 feet opposite of all of you, kind of lined up here. Lana, Hellhound, Sadie, Grundy, Ashavar, Zia. Back to work, everyone. I am delighted that we have some guests down here. How on earth did you find your way? We
He's a
also
hellhound, so.
Footsteps, followed them, and this place seemed interesting.
Oh, it is very. Mm-hmm. Well,
What do you all do here?
the good work of Tomeho. Many things. We manufacture and a number of well, we haven't been able to make any deliveries in quite some time, but typically we manufacture a good deal of potions and works that are used throughout my yield. I'm Trent Hedigal, the lead alchemist here. It is an absolute pleasure to have visitors. Even drooling ones. Quite intimidating. May I ask your names? Or
Grundy.
just what you'd like to be called. Oh, Grundy. Pleasure. Looks over to Alana.
She'll stick her hand out. Alana.
Oh, his little bony, fingers wrap around and shake. And all, being made of bones, they know a little better than to step too close to the hellhound that is Sadie. A pleasure. Doesn't seem to be a true form, but quite impressive. Yes, yes. And over to, and of course you are Ashavar as announced. and says introduction to Zia as well. Well, what on earth are you? How did you get in? Are they letting people in again? Did they take care of poor Millie? Has she been freed?
No, but we're hoping to take care of that while we're here.
Oh, oh, I see. Have they found means to? He kind of calls on you a lot, I think.
Sure.
They seem quite powerful in the arcane. Good. That's good. Millie deserves a rest. Yes, well, can I show you around? Do you, you're looking for the Gear of Time. Looks back over at Ashabar. It's like, yeah, well, starts like divulging, like, half the story of like getting over here and stuff. Wonderful. Wonderful. We haven't had anyone living in quite some time. I don't suppose I could, persuade any quite important business. Might not be Zio, probably. What is it? Well, we have some new variations of potions we're looking to test results with. But it's difficult to with undead such as us. I suppose what your work that you're doing is a little too business for the chaos of the unknown results. But if any of you wish to help while here passing through, I would not turn your help away. Oh no. Alright, understood. Understood. Perhaps then, I'd like to have some of your blood. Would anyone be willing?
What for?
Some of our alchemical pursuits. We run low on supplies, and the blood of the living, of course, is a vital component to a lot of our potions that need to work with the living.
This isn't going to give you control or connection to us at all.
I suppose I could use it for that, but no, I have no intention of.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You have to do it with disadvantage because he's a skeleton
Of course I do.
and there's no facial.
Oh, well,
Thanks.
that's okay. They're one off from each other.
Okay.
Math. I love math. It's my favorite. I'm not stalling. You're stalling. 13?
Yeah, I mean, they seem pretty genuine. They probably could, but they don't seem to have any intention to. With 13, as best you can tell.
I suppose blood would probably help you run tests on your potions.
Yes, and I could let you choose from a selection of potions that we have spares of. Sometimes we end up with a 3/4 vial here, half bottle there, and we just mix the extras together. It's beyond what the city needs.
Courtney's gonna mind I'm not sure what to do here.
I must say I'm intrigued.
I mean, if they don't have ill intent, could help them with the research. Maybe they'll owe us a favor.
I do believe the favor would be repaid through giving us
Potions.
Potions are good.
Potions are good. Zia and Ashavar, what do you all think? I already kind of know Grundy kind of already knows the answer from Ashavar, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I said it looks like Clear's gonna be on in a moment, so we can
Yeah,
maybe
so-
check in. Yeah.
Let's catch them up and then get the input.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting that pause button.
Yes, I'm. Of course, we have a good selection here. I'll see to it that your blood is used carefully and thoroughly. I've been hard at work here in the lab, at least the past century, in my role as lead alchemist. And hmm, tell me, what is your plan? What is your plan to help Millie?
We tend to assess the situation and then go from there. Can you tell us more about what's going on with Millie and perhaps a little greater detail?
I don't know how much more I can offer. She's simply tethered by a terribly powerful spell. Um, long since paid her penance, now a soul, and simply trapped here, tethered to the library. Um, I've been working on a solution to help untether, or to help assist one attempting to break that tether for some time, as it's just been terrible. But basically, that incredibly powerful mage bound Millie to Tomehold, long since passed. No other mages have been able to break that their work. So Millie remained bound far longer than her penance should have allowed for. She passed away just over 5 centuries ago now, and we all discovered that even her spirit remains tethered. By the mage's magic, Lilith's magic. Since then, Millie's mind has been flipping, random floors, shift and adjust into entirely different locations. Logistics a nightmare. She began mistaking friend for foe. It became much more dangerous to traverse Tomehold. We have set aside, I do believe we've found a way to assist one. It sounds like you have already a plan, but we do have an alchemical concoction that, if you can force feed them, might assist lower the DC basically in the breaking of that tether on top of whatever component you may have in the matter.
And if we give you some blood, can we have that?
Oh, I wish to see Millie freed. I will give you that regardless. If you're, you seem to be a wizard up to Lilith's degree, and I would hope that you'll be able to break her binding. The first you're hearing, of course, that Lilith is the wizard that bound Millie long ago. But for the rest of you, Dracus, just Claire, I just saw you, and then went, yay!
Still sees the pictures mainly in case that wasn't the plan. Okay.
I'm gonna switch back over here to RP, so I can fix the get Claire in here. Claire, yay!
Rennie looks a little different.
Here we go. Did it line everyone up? Excellent. Okay. Oh, so you've followed some sounds clear down hallways. Everyone's been like traversing the hall, and followed. Door closed, pursued it into a alchemy storage closet, and then into the next room. Ashavar kind of burst in, and it was an alchemist lab full of skeletal alchemists. The lead alchemist here, Trent Pettigal, is the one that's kind of speaking with you all. First, ask if anyone wants to test potions, because they don't have any living people to test potions on. But then thought, well, you might be busy with important things and might not. The chaos of unknown results might not be good. But then said, I'd love to have some of your blood, and then further explained that. Again, testing a lot of their newer potions with the blood of the living is really important. Make sure it's not going to kill or harm people, and they haven't had any blood for a while, 100 years or so that they've been kind of down here, however many decades they've been down here, unable to connect with the city. And in turn, they'll let you choose from some of their surplus potions. So everyone else kind of, gave a yes or no, but how do you feel Zia would respond? Would Zia be interested in giving some blood for a potion?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a 10,000%.
Yes.
How much do you need? Take as much as you want.
Well,
Yeah, to move alchemy forward, it's very important.
awesome. Well, for each pint of blood that you can give, you can take a potion. Mhm.
Let me see. Let's see. Okay, I'm thinking I probably have about 10 to 11 pints total.
Mhm.
Probably 2 would be fine. I think if we went beyond that, I would probably die.
Yes, the living have a wonderful capacity to restore their blood and everything. But yes, you don't want to take more than 2 pints or so at a time, I would say.
Yeah. I mean,
Do
we
you think
could. Oh, yeah, Grundy, what do you?
do you think we should probably warn them about our different compositions, or do you think they'll be good enough to figure that out on their own?
I mean, Asimar blood is blood is blood is blood is blood is blood. Yeah.
In that case, if you were trusting them to do it, I too will give 2 pints.
Lovely. Oh,
Big
wonderful
guy
day.
Big guy can afford it.
All right. Yes. We won't need any from the animal, but thank you. Sadie's still, I imagine anyway, in her.
Oh, yeah.
Hellhound cape. Lovely. Ilana, are you giving any or no? Okay, 1 or 2 pints. Nice. All right, go ahead and roll. I think that's gonna be. Really. All right, go ahead and roll a D100 until you get like a 33 or lower, and then let me know what you get.
What's that?
Roll a D100 until you land on 33 or less, and then let me know what that is.
Uh, 27. Ruzia.
Zia, okay. All right, 27. You said.
Yep. Did I die?
Dun,
You
dun,
got
dun.
a.
Am I dead?
TPK, just for donating blood.
You
That
got
would be the worst health PSA of all time.
a potion of fire resistance. when you drink it, it grants you resistance to fire for 1 hour.
That's perfect. We are gonna be going up against a dragon, so
Nice.
there might be some fire there.
Awesome. All right, I'll go around and get one from Alana next. It's actually 34 or fewer. If you get 34 or less, let me know what that number is. Alana, go ahead and pick one from you.
Man, I'm glad you changed it because I got an 8. It's really close there.
Nice. You got a potion of climbing. When drunk, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and you gain advantage on athletics checks made to climb. You'll find that you can add these. These are all in D&D Beyond. Add. Grundy,
I got a 20.
20.
Nice round number.
Indeed. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. When drunk, your strength scores increase to 21 for 1 hour.
Nice.
Uh,
I now have 2 potions of giant strength. I have one for fire.
oh, nice. Nice. Steph, would you mind rolling for Ashavar?
Yeah. What was the roll
It's a
again?
D100 until you get a 34 or less.
Until you get a 34 or less?
Correct.
Okay. I rolled 64 like 3 times in a row.
Weird.
27.
Oh, 27, I think we had. That's a potion of resistance, but I have to roll for the type. That is a potion of acid resistance. You'll add to your inventory. Basically, you'll have acid resistance for 1 hour after you drink that.
I'll put on the notes to
Um,
tell them about
okay.
that. Potion of acid resistance.
And you'll find it in D&D Beyond for
Okay.
her.
I can't add it in, but I'll
Oh,
let
put
them
in
know.
those things. Zia, go ahead and roll for your second pint. Good.
So excited. Let's go. 33.
33. Okay. You got a potion of vitality. There's a crimson liquid in this vial that pulses like a heartbeat, still light. When drunk, your exhaustion is removed. Any exhaustion. Any exhaustion, any diseases, and any poison effects are cured. And for the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die spent. Like if you do like a short rest, you use hit die. It's a potion of vitality.
Very nice.
It really just makes me want to get out there and just get every disease and take all the poisons just to know what
Yeah.
it's like. And then immediately take that and just be like, wow,
Perfect.
I have all this life experience now.
That tiger blood.
The price on that usually runs between 5 and 50,000 gold pieces.
Or we could sell it. Oh my gosh.
You can sell it.
The possibilities are endless here.
Nice.
Thank you, Bone Alchemist Man.
Oh, yes. Trent Pettigal. Thank you. We've been decades without blood.
In terms of man, they, them, he, him.
Oh,
Trent?
yes, I suppose. Trent Pettigal, he, him, if I recall. It's all the same these days, but
Bones is bones is bones is bones.
yes, indeed. Well, we have just a few more then to give out. Alana, I think you've got a second roll. Hey, go for it.
27.
Oh, 27. Right, everyone rolling up. This is another potion of resistance. This is a lightning resistance. So a potion of lightning resistance. Excellent. So same thing, you drink it, you get lightning resistance for 1 hour. Grundy, I think you had a second pint, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
And it's a 33.
33. Okay. A potion. Yep, the potion of vitality. All right.
Nice.
And Steph, would you mind rolling once
Mhm.
more? I'm sure Ashvar would be very excited about us and give a second pint if she hadn't.
Still staying under.
34 or less.
I rolled another 27.
Okay, another 27. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's another fire resistance potion.
Okay.
I think that's everyone. Sadie, yeah, I mean, you can understand all this going on. You good? You want to remain Hellhound? Okay. All right, well, Trent Pennigal closes up shop. Truly, I'm so delighted to have visitors. Thank you so much for giving blood. I hope these potions you'll find them useful. And are you at all interested in? Yes, you were, Alan. I don't know if you gave your name, but they'll go over and get the alchemical concoction to assist Millie in see. Yes, requires same thing. You've got to wound Millie and get her down to a certain, mechanically you're looking around 25%, but you just want to splash Millie with this concoction, her spirit form with this concoction, and it should draw into her essence and not weaken her, but weaken that bond, lowering the DC for that check to free her. If you end up engaging, because it's entirely possible to not engage with Billy Doll here. Very, very well. Are there any other questions? We've got so much work to do now that thanks to your donations. Is there anything at all we can answer for you or try and assist you with before we ask you to be on your way? Rather dangerous work here for the living to be around.
The traps, are they of Millie's doing?
Yes. Oh, so very annoying. Many they aren't particularly dangerous. They seem to make it more difficult to get where you're trying to go. Stairs turn into a smooth slide. Floors simply drop out and you get a good bump. But find yourselves a couple floors down. At least the ones here from floor 12 to 30 or so. We will have no need to go lower than that, so I can't speak on anything beyond the 30th floor.
Well, seems that she hasn't gone to the point where she will instantly murder someone.
Certainly not up here. I do think things get a bit more dangerous the lower you go.
I imagine so. Quickest, you wouldn't happen to know the quickest. Well, you did say you don't really venture beyond here, so you wouldn't know the quickest way down, would you?
I do know a relatively direct path to get at least to the 30th floor. That's the lowest that we ever need to travel to.
We'll take it.
Very well. Yes, well, right this way. You see him super eager to get to work on all the stuff you just gave him, but he's like, all right, I'll show you. And guides you all down just a set of switchback steps that are just persistent for it's just going to bring you to the top until you go head down, but it's the next 18 floors, brings you from 12 to 30. There you go. It'll just be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and at the bottom, you're sort of on your own, but continue seeking stairs and heading down, being wary of traps. There's none on these stairwells. We've cleared them out regularly, so Miss Millie likes to put them back. Yes. Thank you again, all of you. Best of luck with Millie if you encounter her. Truly hope you're able to undo Lilith's binding.
Thank you. We will do our best. And kind of Grundy will shake his bony hand.
Oh, thank you. Yes, be well, all of you. You all head down the stairs. Switchback stairs for 18 floors. Right.
If Sadie's still in Hellhound form,
Mhm.
Yes.
and presuming she doesn't have something against it, Alana's probably dizzy from the blood loss and is going to try and climb on top of Sadie to lay on top.
Nice.
Oh, Sadie will support your weight.
Oh,
Dan.
so sorry. Mhm.
We totally freaking forgot Carmine.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I want a funny wake up scene where Carmine's like all ready to go, super jazzed and excited, and then we all laugh about them.
Who?
Carmine has their favorite lunch pail all packed up with snacks for the trip.
Ah!
And they don't always like the show, especially in their human form, but they have a favorite little kind of cloth squeaky toy that they had when they were just a little baby. They kind of, just for safety, they put in there, they tuck in their little knapsack. They put their lunchbox in, and they're waiting in the galley for everyone to get together and head on out to the state.
Can I see eventually Carmine just like, I can totally see him like trying to mental message Breelith and be like, can you believe it? They left me.
Nice. I love that.
Have a nice
Carmine?
bitch session.
Awesome. Okay, where are we? Oh my goodness. All right, so we now that you're down at the 30th floor and you have to get down to the 111th, what would you like to do? You empty back out into again the layout and kind of the design even of the arcane library here, Tomehold, has shifted once again. Instead of those more narrow hallways, you find yourself looking into these more open spaces with these sleek black tiles with almost cracks of gold inlaid. Cathedral-esque windows, even though you're down on the 30th floor here. You don't see anything outside. It's just a soft, glowing yellow light that cascades in over all the books on the bookshelves along the outer walls. Some smaller bookshelves that go across the floors in the center, and there's a sheen on this flooring. So you're seeing almost a perfect reflection of the windows and everything down on the floor as you walk through. You see a number of narrow hallways in the walls that go in different directions, left, right, and like 3 across the way. Do you have any particular direction you'd like to go?
But there's no down.
Yeah, no further steps down yet.
I mean, left is kind of the down of level, in my opinion. What does everybody else think?
Dan, does the Hellhound smell anything?
Their own butt. No, just kidding. Go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah, if they have any like keen smelling or anything, you can do.
Yeah, they
Still a
have
fair.
keen hearing and smell, so they just get advantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Yeah, you can do
Perception.
that with your sniff sense.
Oh. Okay, the first one was better. 18. So that's a 19.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Perception. It's actually a 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. May I ask, because it might be related, are you a proficient in Arcana?
Sadie?
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, as you look around this rather grand space, and your ears tune in and your nose never goes to work, there is sort of a dry scent, in the way that if you've ever been like electrocuted at all, there's a dry like a ozone
Smells like
kind of
ozone.
smell. Yeah, kind of smell. There's some of that just existing all around. And Grundy had olives earlier. Ilana shampooed her hair this morning. You're just picking up some generalized things of the people nearby, and just that definite dry ozone kind of scent that just kind of is around everywhere, but nothing like people or there's a smell of wood, there's a smell of books, the treatment in the pages for the books and stuff as well.
You'll see the hellhound kind of sniff the air and will relay. Sadie will relay the information telepathically. On the mental message with everyone about the ozone smell. Just be like, it smells like the burning, kind of like electricity. Not electricity. We don't know what electricity is.
Would Grundy be able to like tell with his proficiency in Arcana?
Not this connection. Sorry.
Weird smell.
Does Grundy have any sort of like keen hearing and scent thing with his druid or barbarian stuff?
Let's see. I only have danger sense, and I only have aspect of the beast, but that's just me being able to carry stuff.
Gotcha.
I'd describe it as like, sorry.
Nope, not that I can tell. No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, the connection wouldn't pop for you.
She would describe it as like what metal smells like after a lightning storm.
Yeah, look to Ilana, our other mage here. Do you know what Sadie is describing?
If Ilana has any sort of keen smell, no. So I'm sorry. Yeah, wouldn't quite pop for you either.
She's like laying on her back.
Yeah.
No.
Did Alana remove the curse from the cloak, or did she offer? And Sadie was like, "We'll see."
She removed it.
I removed it. Yeah.
All right, excellent.
Up here.
Well, I think Ash. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zia. Did you have something?
I was gonna be like, there was that purple lightning, but I guess we didn't really have any metal on the deck, so it never really hit anything like that. But I guess that's the only lightning we've seen recently.
Ashavar will probably step forward. Well, I mean, walking one way is probably better than not. Left it is. Look around.
Sounds
and
good.
Start walking.
Mental message.
All right. You walk across
Agreed.
across the solid floors here, up some, the stair. There's some stairs that elevate the floor a little bit, just like 3, 4 steps up, and then they go back down every so often, rising and lowering into these different rooms. As you navigate these more narrow hallways. May I ask, well, Alana, you were doing it earlier, just for a survival check. While you're not necessarily tracking anything here, I'm just using this against sort of your luck. Sort of thing. You do with advantage because it's a library.
$21.
Okay. You continue, and even just walking through the hallways here, you find yourself having gone. You'll see a plaque, initially labeled 30th floor when you arrived, now reading 36th floor. So, though you haven't actually descended, thanks to the way that the space rearranges itself, you found yourself 6 floors lower. You continue this, you find some other stairwells, and you all manage to continue navigating the library. So you find yourselves down around the 60th floor. And there's another sort of shift in style and atmosphere. Here, the hallways, there's really nothing linear about this space. Bookshelves sort of curve and arch, and they pinch in, they come out into ovals, they turn corners like waves. Nothing gets really more narrow than like 15 feet, though. It's mostly pretty open, but curves in a bunch of different directions. Tall bookcases line the maybe 16-foot walls on the sides. Black and white checkered tiles, maybe 2 feet per square, line the floor in every direction. And the ceiling is the cosmos itself moving a little bit as you move. It looks sort of three-dimensional, although you can also see some dust and some other stuff there, clearly depicting it as a 2D plane. In some locations, they'll have different planets and different arrangements, in a particular alcove that hang down and like clockwork tick around one another. The wall sconces or sort of planet-esque shades over a dancing light inside. And there are shorter windows, 6 feet tall, 4 feet wide or so, that have a brighter white light that kind of shines in like it's just early afternoon outside, even though there's nothing outside. It's just the light shining in. And you begin to navigate the space. I guess I'll ask, since you're down here on the 60th floor, what would you all like to do? Are you just continuing to walk through? Like before, Sadie, you were walking on the ceilings. Does anyone have any plan for how you want to navigate this, or just kind of walking through, looking for to descend further?
Definitely walking more carefully, just to keep an eye out for more tripwires.
Okay. Anyone else have anything in particular, or otherwise just walking?
I'm guessing Alana's still on the Hellhound, correct?
It's probably been a few hours, but if you still want to be on there, Lana, go for it.
I think she'll probably transition to sitting up.
Okay.
She got kind of comfy, so now she's just sitting.
Okay.
Nice.
So the Hellhound will be supporting Alana.
Beautiful. Okay.
I will say, I feel like Zia's kind of just getting bored with the walking, and so is continuously just taking a dagger from the belt of returning, throwing it, and then waiting for it to come back, and then throwing it again, and then waiting for like a yo-yo.
Nice. I love that. Hoop sticks into this, hoop sticks into that, back to the holster. Nice.
What's the worst that could happen?
Right. Yeah. What was that?
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's some. Go ahead.
Sorry, just if she's playing with that, I bought that robe of randomness.
Yep.
I think I'll just try pulling some stuff out.
Okay. What was it again? The robe of randomness?
Yeah, a snug tweed robe that's oddly stylish. 5 times per day, a random item can be pulled out of the pockets of this robe. Player's Handbook, book page 150. Despite it not looking like it could have been pulled from there, items turn to wood smoke in 24 hours.
Amazing. All right.
It's
I love that so much. Let's go find out. Well, let's get in here. There we go. All right, go ahead and roll. Oh my gosh, we have 100. Go ahead and roll a D100. See what we pull out of here. Jeez. Some good stuff on this list.
86.
All right. Trying to find an easier table to look up. Okay, 86. You pull out an empty silver snuff box bearing an inscription on the surface that says dreams. What do you want to do with that? For the day.
She'll just frown at it and put it in her and put it in her bag and pull something else out.
All right, go for it.
75.
75. Oh, you pull out. Why, it's a set of bone pipes.
Wow.
Like bagpipes, but made of bones. You want to play a ditty? Are you proficient?
I'm not. Can I play a ditty anyway?
Absolutely.
A terrible ditty?
Yes. Yes, it sounds like a bagpipe. Bagpipes mixed with the wails of the dead. And that's not even your performance. That's just the instrument. But go ahead and make a performance check. We'll see if you can make it into something snappy.
The hellhound will whine.
Nice.
It's a natural one with
Oh
no modifier.
My God.
Wow.
oh
It sounds
no!
A cat that's being killed while giving birth. It's just morbid and sad and all the terrible sounds.
Zia's
You
just
say,
like,
"Wow, there's a cat sitting on on Steph's lap."
No.
Oh no!
You want to pull anything else out? Or are you pretty satisfied? with
Yes.
that? Okay, go for it.
I was just gonna say that Zia is just like, man, I really wish that a stair was here.
Awesome.
Yeah, Grundy had like given up looking for traps and was just like sketching everything, and then here's the bone pipe and like breaks the lead on his pencil,
Nice.
and she's like, "Rip."
Beautiful.
It starts over.
See his dagger. Were you pulling another thing out?
Absolutely.
Okay, go for it.
29.
Oh, you pull out a pair of old socks.
Wow.
They're thoroughly used old socks. You are a free elf. I'm just kidding.
Great. her frown deepens. And she
Mm.
tosses them over her shoulder.
Nice. You get two more items if you want to go through, but that's up to you.
What?
You get two more items if you want to.
I do.
Okay, go for
They're
it.
just
Might as
full.
well. You got the item, right?
Yeah.
45.
45. Oh, you pull out a tiny chest. It's carved to look like it has numerous feet on the bottom. I'm gonna say they're human feet, not like
How
little
many
chest
feet,
feet.
Shitty robe.
Well, now you know what the
Numerous.
socks.
I'm gonna say 13. We'll make it an odd number. 13 little feet on the bottom of this chest. What's inside?
Two of
Put
those
the
feet could be
socks.
warm right now with those socks.
Socks of the feet.
Is there anything inside?
No.
Okay.
There'd be a picture of feet or some foot fetish thing if we were in another world. So you got one
Well,
more
good night,
item.
everybody.
Yeah.
She pulls it. She pulls it out.
Yeah.
Ah! Throws it.
Amazing.
And then pulls
Mhm.
37.
Oh, weird. You pull out a small, weightless stone block. Like it definitely feels like this should have some heft to it, but it's perfectly weightless. You can let it go and it'll just remain there.
And she puts the robe away, and now she's just playing with the block sitting on Sadie's back.
Amazing. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean you still have your bony pipes. You want to play some more? Or you you feeling done with the bony pipes?
If not for fear of attracting danger, I probably would.
So that's
Zia would
a
probably
no.
throw the back of the dagger at the pipe and knock them out of your hand if you did.
Oh, oops. Bony pipes destroyed.
My hand slipped. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I was like, she did play again, so that.
Beautiful. So you can tell another day has passed. Now, thankfully, you've got that book that you can put in a shelf, and a little green orb appears. You touch it, and then you get sucked into the book for the night. So you've got inside the book is a little estate, extra dimensional space. So you can all have your own rooms and rest. You want to set up that camp for the night?
Sounds like a plan. We've been walking for hours.
Yeah.
Did you just awoo?
Yeah, we could tell some spooky stories maybe before we go to bed. I think that might be fun. But
Gordy just still amazed by this magic. It's just like, I love this. It's bigger on the inside.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it has one of those little it's sort of like a fire pit thing that you can use, not in an enclosed space, but there's plenty of room here. We'll say a little vent up top, in the center of the room on the marble floor, like in the space. So you can all heat up some marshmallow, roast some marshmallow, smoke. You can smoke whatever you want to. Yeah. I think my brain was going with that. You have brownies. You can. Just have a chill evening. And yeah, do y'all have anything you want to talk about or go over as are you going right into spooky stories?
Yeah, Sadie would. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that Sadie would definitely change back to her regular form.
Okay. I think you get an hour in it. Yeah. Oof.
A lot of falls on the floor.
Is it just an hour? Oh yeah, it is just an hour. Okay.
You shift back. A lot of thing empty for the day, fun over, broken bone pipes. Okay, well, you all set up shop and you get to start sharing your spooky stories. And you you know one of you gets to a relatively good point, and I mean quite a few of you are really good, like your characters are really good storytellers, get that charisma or otherwise, or just chaotic storytelling. So you're building up to sort of an epic moment, and as you release the pounce sound, the entire house shakes, and this what feels and sounds like a massive roll of thunder right outside of the house shakes through to your skeleton within, and you just feel this immense pressure of some very powerful being, and you hear it shout in a very draconic roar. In Draconic, is who speaks Draconic? If I may ask, if anyone does.
Probably Ashavar, if anyone.
Sadie does.
Oh,
Okay, nice. Right. Ashavar, Sadie. Anyone else? Alana, you don't? Draconic? That's like base level casting stuff. You sure?
Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, but thanks for coming at my neck.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow, you chose the wrong electives.
Yeah.
Clearly, yeah. I apparently took Latin instead of Spanish.
Nice.
Classic.
Sadie, everyone else just hears it, this booming sound, and it's almost like its presence is pressuring in on this book that's just sitting carefully on a bookshelf out of the way, supposedly to be seen only as a regular book. And you hear it yell, "Brocksword!" And Sadie and Ashavar recognize. Anyone, Sadie, I'm sorry, Alana in particular, but anyone with connection to magic feels a disconnect with your magic. And as you go to speak, no words come out. Perfect silence has fallen over the house inside. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Sadie would say mentally, I will show you.
It works in the dragon thing. If you say the dragon talk by accident, everyone will hear that. All right. Exciting. We love it. Oh yeah. Well, thank you, players. That was a really fun sesh tonight. Claire, thank you so much for joining. I know you had all your stuff, and I really appreciate you making the time, to pop in.
No, I am so sorry. New York trains plus our friend's child having a little bit of a hard time getting to bed.
Oh, yeah.
But that's no excuse. I really appreciate you accommodating me coming so late.
Yeah.
I really appreciate all of you. So thank you so much.
Oh yeah, of course. We appreciate you. Just so glad that you were able to have some time to be here. Yeah, it's exciting. Let's see. Well, for anyone that's new that's been hanging out with us tonight, thank you so much for being here. Everyone that's not new, that's back and hanging out with us some more, thank you so much for checking out Madbird streams here. You've been watching our Saturday night campaign. We stream every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Extremis Sky Pirate campaign. We were just up in the city in the sky, deep in their library tomehold, playing Skellybone pipes and other fun things, and giving blood. Um, so super glad to have you here. Hope you'll come back and join us next Saturday. Oh, Daniel Lance, thank you so much for the sub 44 months. Oh, that's awesome. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had fun. And come on, who didn't? We're such a blast. If you had fun and you're not following, consider giving us a follow. So you can be alerted to our other content. We have other D&D streams, one on Tuesday night, one on Friday. That's getting real starting, and I'm very excited about that. But in the meantime, we really hope to catch you next Saturday. We can find out like how this all goes down. Yes, look forward to catching you then. We're gonna go ahead and raid some new folks. We haven't been over here yet, but their streams looking pretty fun. Wit and Witchery. So consider giving a call, Madbird raid and chat if you're up for it. Otherwise, we'll catch you all very soon. Take care, everyone. See you Saturday. Bye. And